First topic that we'll be discussing here, or first news in the news of the series of topics we're going to talk about this morning, is from BroBible.com. It says dating app Bumble will ban users for being fat phobic. Yes, if you are fat phobic, you will not be allowed on Bumble. Okay, let's look at this effery. Let's see. It says Bumble, the dating app that was meant to flip the script and place the first move in the hands of women, has taken a major step forward into the waters of progress. The company announced they will ban users for the following reasons. Okay. According to the New York Post, the company announced Wednesday that the app will begin throwing out members caught using language that can be deemed fat-phobic, ableist, discriminative, colorist, phobic, and the other phobic. The new restrictions will apply to users' direct messages as well as those with profiles that openly discriminate against a different body types. Here we go, man. First off, once again, wasn't this app, according to them, they were utilizing it for women to have the upper hand. So who are they discussing? And who is on Bumble? Everybody's on Tinder or Match or Plenty of Fish. We're not on Bumble. Okay, maybe y'all are. I've never been on Bumble. But the fact that they can go and they can read your direct messages, they looking at all the stuff that's being sent in the DMs, what's being said. I mean, that's crazy. So you want to police how people speak to each other, what they like? Is that what we're doing now? We're trying to look and see, hey, are they saying they don't like no fat girls? They say they don't like brunettes. They prefer lights. Oh, no. You need to prefer what we want you to prefer. And we want you to prefer these type of women. Because I guarantee you, if you have people in their profile saying, I love BBWs only, I don't think that person is going to get banned. I don't. If they say, I want me a dark-skinned queen, I don't think they're going to get banned. But you going to ban somebody for having a preference? And I want y'all to understand, this is in regards to men. Especially when they talk about orientation. They're talking about men. They're not talking about women for the most part. Women can like what they want. But all of this is to try to make men prefer everything. I'm sorry. Men have preferences, just like women do. Let's get into it. Body shaming is not acceptable on or off the Bumble app. A statement from Bumble reads. That's because what they're doing is, what they're going to say is this. If a female catfishes you and you ghost her, or make certain comments to her, she can go back to Bumble and say, hey, this person discriminated against me. Not understanding that female was not being 100% honest about how she looked. Let's see. The Bumble body shaming is not acceptable on or off the Bumble. I read that. For those who may not know, body shaming means forcing your opinion of a good body onto others. Y'all know what's interesting about this situation is that when you look at Instagram, right? Instagram, you got all these women in the gym. You got all these women putting up photos and videos of themselves in the gym, getting their body right, right? Who do you think they're doing it for? They're doing it because in their own way, they're looking to look better than the other woman. So why wouldn't a guy want to, if he's in shape? Because trust me, if that woman is in shape, she's going to want a man who's in shape. Why can't he have a preference? Why does he have to bend in what he likes to suit all these other people? because there's a lot of single women out here. There's a lot of women getting curved. There's a lot of women who are getting ignored, and they're trying to stop that. They're trying to force women onto men that these guys don't want. But y'all claim that women have a right to their preference. Well, so do men. It's a noble idea, even if it goes against the entire unspoken use of dating apps, which is to be as superficial as humanly possible. Dating apps are people's way of playing God. No, yes, no. We have the power of judging someone's attractiveness in the palm of our hands. We relegate them to their most basic features. And just because Bumble now says you can't openly say you don't like fat people doesn't mean that users will stop thinking it. Yeah, like you can't force people to like what they don't like. That's gonna make it's gonna make things even worse. We don't need people dating people who they don't like. They feel like they're pressured into dating. That's gonna make a toxic situation. So while it's obviously a nice thing for Bumble to say, it's another thing entirely to believe that humans will put their terrible, demeaning criteria for dating aside when considering the faces in front of them. Call me a cynic, but I suspect this move will hold as much water as their original mission of having the ladies take the first step. In my experience on the app, all that ever meant was that women would offer a bland hey, and then it was all on my shoulders again to be some magic wizard of charm and wit, which I wasn't. Not even once. Best of luck there. Yeah, you're putting the power in the hands of the women, and those women are still going to take L's. This is not a good look whatsoever. This is another attempt to control what a man likes and what a man doesn't like. And how does that end up at the end of the day? How does that end up going? You cannot force these guys to date what they don't want. If a guy prefers a woman who is petite, who's a blonde or a brunette, right? He could prefer her to be left-handed. You know, we have preferences. Men are entitled to having preferences. Your platform, Bumble, has put the quote-unquote power in the hands of the women, and those women are still making terrible choices. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? That even on a dating app, there are guys who are still not checking for a lot of these females. That's why when you go on these dating sites or dating apps, these women are doing the most to get the attention. You know why? Because most of the time they're getting ignored anyway, because they're all looking for the same type of guys. And those guys already have enough women that they are getting messages from, right? And they're telling those, and you got women who are out of shape, who are clearly unattractive, still trying to talk to these guys. And these guys are not trying to talk to them.